Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, my hair is completely chopped off. I was going to film a whole video and be super extra about it, but I mean, it does look pretty much the same. I'm deciding if I want to get highlights or dye it in general, but that's a whole nother story. Today I'm going to be doing this super easy makeup look, which is inspired by Gemini season, using the Pigment by Kathleen Lights. She has a whole zodiac collection, which I'm super obsessed with. I'm using the Gemini pigment, which I'm going to be applying to my eyelids. I've said this in pretty much every single makeup tutorial, but I am awful at makeup. I don't know how it works and I don't do it right. But I still am super into it and I love collecting it and trying different stuff on. If you're a beginner like me, you might be able to pick up some tricks or at least do some stuff that I do and it might help you. The day that this video is being uploaded is actually going to be the start of Gemini season, and I am super into zodiac signs. I don't know if I've talked about this a lot on my channel. Kathleen Lights, she got me into the whole looking at your zodiac birth chart and rising sign and all that stuff. Seriously, I think that stuff is so accurate. Real quickly, I just want to talk a little bit about Geminis since it is Gemini season. They are supposed to be very indecisive, which me. Very back and forth. There's an idea that they're very two-faced. Personally, I think that I'm just very good at blending into whatever situation I'm in. I might change my personality based on the circumstance. I don't think that means that I'm two-faced, but I definitely agree with the whole changing personalities thing. They also are very much in their own heads. They have a lot of anxiety. That is also me, like to a T. If you guys don't believe in zodiac signs or you're not into this stuff, I respect that. But you seriously should look into your whole birth chart and figure out that stuff, because I think the accuracy is unreal. Every time that I am into a guy or he's into me, I will check our compatibility online with the zodiac signs. If I know his birthday, obviously. I'm not a stalker. I know that's very crazy and I'm a little bit too into this stuff, but even if you're not into zodiac signs, hopefully you can appreciate this makeup tutorial. A little disclaimer, the camera is very much like back and forth, in my face and then not in my face. My camera doesn't have autofocus. I have to manually focus it every time that I do a different part of my makeup look. I'm sorry if that gets kind of confusing. I'm gonna stop talking and without further ado, let's get started. Okay, first thing that I'll do is I will fill in my eyebrows because obviously they're bald and I can't stand when they're not filled in. I am using this brush, not sure where I got it from. And for those of you guys that are wondering, the way that I fill in my eyebrows is I will just use a dark brown eyeshadow. I feel like it gives me the most natural look. For the eyes, the main palettes that I'm going to be using is the Naked Heat and the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm going to start with this shade called Low Blow, using this as my transition shade. Using the brush that's in the palette, I'm going to be blending this up into my crease. Next, I'm going to be going into Cayenne, and I'm going to be putting this on the outer part of my eye and then focusing it more on the outer portion of my lid. This way it'll deepen up the crease a little bit. For a time that you know, did you see what happened here? You're like the diamonds in a room. Taking a little bit of my Urban Decay Naked Skin, and I'm going to be using this as a concealer and a primer. Applying this to the first third of my lid, and this is where I'm going to apply the eyeshadow pigment. Castle of things that were new. Now I'm going in with the Gemini eyeshadow pigment, and for those of you guys that are curious, it actually is loose pigments in a container. I have to be really careful during this part, but what I'm going to be doing is taking a slightly wet brush, applying it to this portion of my eye. These definitely apply best wet. That's what I recommend doing if you were trying to work with these pigments. Next, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. crease brush, and it looks a lot like the brush that I use to stamp on, but this one is a little bit fluffier. I got it for like $1 at Target. I'm taking the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm going in with this shade called Amaretto, and this is going to go in my crease. I feel like right now my eyes look a little bit too orange for my liking, so I'm going to be adding in some brown to help cool things out, and this won't make it as orange and in your face. Taking that same Amaretto shade and then blending this on my lower lash line. This will add a little bit more definition to the lower part of my eye. For my highlight, I really want it to pop. I almost always use super shiny highlights. I'm going to be taking this shade in Champagne Truffle and applying this to the inner corners of my eye and on my brow bone to add some extra light and make it look like I'm actually awake. If your highlight is looking a little bit too like a straight line, I use my finger to help blend it out. This makes it look a little bit less harsh. The next thing that I do is I will line my eyes. I use the Alame liquid liner in just black, and I got this from the drugstore when I had pink eye. It works alright. When I do my eyeliner, I try to keep it very thin and close to my lash line so it doesn't look too dramatic, but I also try to add a little bit of a wing at the end. I am very bad at filming while I'm doing my eyeliner. It's hard for me to concentrate while there's a camera on my face, knowing that I'm awful at eyeliner. I'm going to look very serious during this portion, but hopefully the eyeliner turns out somewhat even. Scratch that, I didn't do a wing at the end because I got too scared. But my eyeliner is actually somewhat even. For my mascara, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion, and I haven't been using this mascara too long. The staying power is pretty good. It doesn't give me as much volume as I'd like, but I do think that it's very good at making your lashes very black and separated. It doesn't clump on me a lot, which is really nice. Next thing I'm going to be doing is taking this bronzer from CoverGirl that I got years ago, applying this to the edges of my face to hopefully give me some color. I don't know if you can tell, I'm on summer break and I'm still very white even though I live in Florida, but it's fine. You know, I probably look exactly the same on camera, but I swear in person it adds a little bit more warmth to my face. Anyways, for lips, I'm going to be using my EOS lip balm as a primer, I guess. Obviously, I'm very good at this whole makeup thing. Next, I'm going to be taking this shade in Moonchild, and this is also by Kathleen Lights. I love this shade. I'm not super into crazy lip colors just because I feel like they don't look good on me, but this one is a very neutral shade. It adds some gloss, it goes with any eye look, and I definitely recommend it if you guys are looking for a good natural lip gloss. Taking my Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm going to be using the shade White Sand. Yeah, we'll go with that. And I'm going to be applying this to the tops of my cheeks. Also going to be doing the finger blending trick that I talked about earlier. It really helps blend everything out. For brushes, I'm going to be using this, I think it's a concealer brush by Eco Tools, but I really like it for my highlight. And when you're free, take a walk around the building that you drew. Alright, and I think that completes this whole makeup look. Like I said, very bad at makeup. I'm sorry, but this is pretty much what it looks like once I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this mini tutorial. If you guys want me to do more videos having to do with makeup or with zodiac signs, pretty much anything, just leave it down below because I'm super into this stuff and I'm also into makeup. Whatever you guys want, I will do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe if you liked it, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Mwah.